Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a view. Okay, and let's go to the POPs database. As you have seen, we have the POPs database. Okay, and this is a very I'm going to use the SQL Server Management Studio to create a view. And let's go to the view and right click on the select new view. Okay, it will show me the list of the tables that I have to add. Okay, and the table, and then I can select the tables from that thing. There will be a tab also with it that will show me the views that already exist. I can create a views on the views. There we are. Okay, so the tab already exists for the views also. Then there are functions and then there are synonyms. Okay, let's actually take the authors, title authors, and publishers. Okay, and I'm going to add these tables. And once the tables are added, you will see them actually get linked automatically depending upon the primary and the foreign key they are having. Okay, the relationship is actually will show up with the in the view. Okay, now now the tables have actually shown up. Let's arrange it a little bit. Okay, so that we would be able to actually get the correct way all the data is presented in the tables. Okay, this is how it is. Okay, now wherever there is a key, that side is the primary key. Wherever there is a chain, that side the table has a foreign key of that table. Okay, as simple as that thing. No complications. Okay, now I have not selected any field, so it has generated a SQL statement without any fields. Okay, now I am going to select some of the fields and the SQL statement would change. Okay, let's go and select the author F name. You can see below that the SQL is getting added. Okay, the fields are getting added. Now I am going to select the publisher name. Okay, from here, that's it, only one. And from the authors I am also going to select an state. Okay, from the titles I was going to select royalty, and from this table I am going to select type and one maybe price. Okay, this is a simple SQL statement with the join in the join. It has got generated. Now I can execute the SQL and see what the result are. To execute this SQL, okay, there it is. Okay, I click this exclamation mark and the SQL gets executed. Okay, this is how it is getting generated, and this is how the SQL has got executed. Now this doesn't surprise me. Okay, these are the field that actually I have selected. Now I also want to sort it down. I also want to filter it down. Filter means I want to have a limited record. Okay, so what I can do is I can say ascending, which is the default actually. Okay, or I can leave it unsorted if I want. Okay, the first one shows the first order of the field. I can select any one. The second one automatically shows me the second. Okay, now the filter, let's go to the state. I want to filter it by the state. Okay, equals to CA or IN, that is California or Indiana. Okay, and that's it, and I press tab and that SQL also gets added below. Okay, now suppose if I wanted to execute this SQL again and see. Okay, now it should give me the state for CA and Indiana only, that is California and Indiana only, CA and or IN only. Okay, and other states should disappear because I filtered it down with a where clause. Okay, here we are. We have this SQL statement, and this is how it got generated. Okay, now suppose if I did not want, I wanted all the other state except the CA or IN. So I will say, I'll just go and change the filter here. I will say not equals to, and I will see the SQL changes here. Down here you can see in the where clause. Okay, and I am going to execute this SQL again from here. Now suppose if I wanted to get the state for not equals to state, okay, California and Indiana, okay, I have to use this syntax. I have to use not equals to CA and not equals to IN, that is Indiana. Okay, and it will generate the SQL, and then I can execute SQL and see whether the result is true or false. Okay, as you can see, from the records that there is no record for CA and there is no record for Indiana. Means all the record for CA, California and Indiana has been eliminated. Okay, this is how the SQL has been created. Now if I say click the close button here, okay, it will give me option to save. I will save it. I will say author view, author. Okay, you can give any name right now because this is a very simple view. I'm going to give it as a author view. I can always create a view on a view. Remember that thing, same principle, same way. You can select the number of fields, but remember that you cannot select more than the what is available in the view. If there are 10 fields available in the view, okay, you can only select from the 10 fields. You can create a view on a multiple views, not a problem at all. Okay, there we are. We have the already created a view and it is showing us. Okay, that's how the view is created. Okay, you can see the columns here. Okay, it was simple by using SQL Server Management Studio. You can always create a view with you can have triggers index as it is showing you on the view, not a problem at all. If there is an option available for you to create a trigger and indexes. Okay, you can always create a view on a view also, not a problem. Okay, I will end it here. Okay,